Hey guys, it's me here with your weekly update. It's hard to believe we're heading into week 4 of the best news ever. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been hearing some really great stories from parents about kids just really hearing from God. And I guess I'm even hearing that the Brave theme that we just did has really been sticking with the kiddos. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who have helped out, whether it's behind the scenes, whether you guys are helping out in different ways to allow those of us who are focusing on Sundays to focus on Sundays. And just for all of you who have shown up on Sundays, I just want to say thank you to all of you guys. You're making a really big difference. If you're a part of our Facebook group, if you're not, go find it and come join us. But if you are part of our group, I would go check it. I just had a mom post a really great story because I noticed she posted a first day of school picture of her son, and he had the Brave sticker on his shirt. So I pointed that out, and she just shared a really cool story about just kind of what God's doing in her son's life. So I just would love for you guys to go check that out because it's as a direct result of everybody's hard work over the last few weeks in getting to the best news ever curriculum. So there's only 3 Sundays left. It's hard to believe. But this Sunday, we're talking about how kids can give. And, when I think about our kids and our families, the first thing I want to think about is I always try to think of ways that we can integrate kids into the larger part of our church, right? Because the reality is they are an integral and a very important part of our church. And so this Sunday specifically, when we talk about how kids can give, so it naturally lends itself to kids giving and serving others. I try to think of ways like the church is already serving others and not trying to come up with new service projects. Mostly because I think for first of all, as a parent, I think about like, okay, I got to think about this service project with this kid, this with that kid. Like it's just so much easier for us to do just one. And second of all, is it's a way for our kids to realize like, hey, I'm a part of what's happening here too. Like I'm not just off in my own corner doing my own separate thing, but like I'm a very important part of this church and what we are doing together as a church. So for those of you guys who have been a part of our church for a long time, every year we do our 1 day campaign where we donate money towards Convoy of Hope. And this year I want to include our kids in that. And I kind of laugh because that's actually how the curriculum was written by Vineyard USA, was they actually wrote where they had the kids giving to Convoy of Hope. But I wanted to actually include, so this Sunday we're going to start talking about giving with the kids, and they're going to get this little jar. I don't have a cup. Like you'll see it on Sunday. The kids will get a little jar that they'll get to take home. It's kind of like a piggy bank where they'll get to save up their money. Um, and then we'll have them bring it in over the next few weeks where it'll lead up to the 1 day campaign, and we'll like add in their numbers with the adult numbers. Because the great thing about Convoy of Hope is that, when you give money to Convoy of Hope, like say a kid's like, well, I only gave $5, but the Convoy of Hope took that money. It was like they gave like 35, if not even more. So it's just a great way to teach kids like, hey, like you can give. And it's not about how much you do give, or it's not about like quality or quantity. It's just about giving. I guess maybe it's not about quantity, but it's more about quality, right? So did you give what you had and what you could? So it's the story of the little boy with the lunch with the fishes and the loaves, to where he's like, I know this isn't going to feed everybody, but here you go. And Jesus was able to take it and multiply it. And I just think it's such a powerful story for our kids to know that, like, listen, like, we're not expecting them to be able to give or like what like an adult could, but that God really honors like what kids can give, and that it's actually really important for them to know that they can give too. So we're going to kick that off this weekend. If there's anybody who's like, hey man, like this sounds amazing, and we're like, I was actually thinking it'd be really fun if we set a goal for the kids, and we just over the next few weeks reminded them to bring it in, and like so somebody's willing to, hey, we'll track how much money's coming in and help even think through like what's a fun goal, because we probably won't be having KidVenture on in November when the 1 day campaign happens. So I was thinking, man, it'd be even fun. Like if they raise a certain amount, like I would be willing to get on stage and let a kid slime me or something like that. So if there's somebody on our team that's like, man, I would love to just help you think through those pieces and how do we communicate and remind parents about this, even give like a quick, like, here's ways for your kids to earn money and just reminders. I just would love some help in that area because I just think that's just going to take a little extra, like I said, reminders to parents and stuff like that. But I'm really excited for this week for kids to know that, like, that they get to give too, and what they get to and what they do give is very important to the kingdom of God. So thank you guys to everybody who's been helping out and serving so far. If you didn't watch last week's video, I would encourage you to go back and watch it. I did kind of talk about like what I'm thinking through the fall and what I need to know from you guys. So if you could let me know, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, because really, if we're going to do anything this fall, I need to know now because it's October is coming soon, so I need to plan, but I also can't plan if I don't think we're going to have the volunteers for that. So I just need to know how you guys are feeling. I know indoors versus outdoors are very completely a different feel and stuff like that. So yeah, so you guys just let me know how you're thinking and feeling about the fall. Yeah, I'll let you know my decision too in the next few weeks, but um, yeah, and just continue to be praying for that. This hasn't been the outside stuff felt very easy to decide, like, yes, this is what we're doing. The inside stuff isn't feeling as easy. So I just really could covet any and all prayers towards making that decision. So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who will be at church on Sunday. Bye.